Hello everybody, this is Leonie. I've come to do your weekly guidance. I hope you're good and well. This is for the collective energies, and this is from the 21st through to the 25th of November 2022. So I'm going to be using the Modern Witch Tarot, I should say. It is the Modern Witch. I'm not with it today as per usual, so please forgive me. It is the Modern Witch Tarot, and I'll pull you some healing with the angels at the very end to give you that final message as well. So let's see what's going on with you guys, and yeah, pick up on the energy here. Okay. Let's see what's going on. So first up, we've got the Emperor card. So you could be dealing with a father figure. It could be. But there's also some... You must be going through some kind of challenge at the moment, needing to take control or needing to step back into your own power for some kind of reason. Some of you could be dealing with ego. It's somewhere along the line as well. It could be yours. It could be somebody else's. But it could be this kind of element within of, you know... Things are all right, I'm just going to leave it, that kind of touch. And you're really clinging on to the control element of that, really trying to just control every aspect of your life, basically. And this is kind of stubborn energies, as, you know what, don't change what isn't broke, that kind of feeling. But something is broken. That's what I'm picking up, because I'm just seeing a huge cloud over your head here, and it feels like, yeah, you've got all this so-called good stuff going on around you, but why is there no excitement? And it's certainly a case of sitting back, just waiting for things to change by themselves, and they're not going to change by themselves. And this is, I think some of you are being a bit too casual here. Some of you are going to need to really step into your own power here and make some form of change around you. Let me just see what's going with this for you guys. Yeah, I'm just noticing the mind fog here, and maybe some of you are just trying to blank things out and in denial here a little bit, rather than facing something and dealing with it. I just feel like you'd rather just hide away from how you're feeling, or hide away from something or someone, than face it, deal with it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of feel. But whatever it is, you're not happy. You're not happy. Page of Cups. Yeah. So I just feel, maybe somebody's being a little bit immature here as well. Could be the case, again, ego. If it is to do with the ego, someone's being a little bit immature. They're not willing to step up into their own role here. They're not willing to face whatever's going on in their lives. And there's lack of fun here, there's lack of excitement, and that's kind of like somebody's just, look, they're looking into that carpet. It just feels, there is something there, but it's not everything. It could be a listening ear around you as well, or some help or advice stepping in for you, but in order to push you in that new direction that you're searching for. Or maybe you're unsure of what you want here as well, which is why you're just sitting back and just hoping things are going to change by themselves, and it's just not. Life doesn't work in that way. Unfortunately, we have to make conscious choices and decisions and take action towards it. But I just feel like you're sitting there waiting for change to happen by itself. And, it's almost like you haven't got the strength, something within to deal with this situation. So the only way you can deal with it is just to sit back. But there's not a lot of love here. There's not a lot of self-love either. On the bottom of the deck, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So, again... maybe you're contemplating trying to weigh things up, whether you should do this or do that, or sit still, or, But the Wheel of Fortune is about life changing, life flowing. It's about receiving the good with the bad, getting the balance right in life, you know. But it just feels stagnant. It really feels stagnant. So there's certainly a need to get on top of this. And I think that, you know, because you're not moving, you're not taking control in some kind of way, in the right way, you're just sitting back hoping, wishing things are going to change by themselves. Because you're sitting back, nothing is changing. Some of you could be wanting new relationships here, or wanting some form of relationship, and it's not happening. But if you're not going out, if you're not actively seeking, going out, you know, sending it out to the universe, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Things in life take hard work and effort on every level, whether it's an internal journey or whether it's something external here to do with other people, or your work, career, or home life, or just anything, or even health, you know. But what you don't realize with the Wheel of Fortune, life has many mysterious twists and turns, and nothing's ever straightforward, and there's always good with the bad, no matter what you do. And if you're weighing things up, you know, if I do this, then this will happen. If I do that, then that will happen. If I don't, then this and that. You got too many things going on in your head and going around in your mind here. You don't know until you take that step, that next action. And I just feel like you've got to get on top of this, and you've got to clearly decide what you want, and change that energy that you're very stagnant in. Like I'm saying, I don't know if we're talking or dealing with a father figure. It could be an older gentleman. It could just be that stubborn kind of energies, male or female here as well. But this is typically someone that, you know, is a ruler, someone that is very with it. There's a loss of faith here though, and it's very stagnant. I'm feeling very drained, very fed up, and it's, you know, this is not what I wanted. This is not what, that kind of feeling, this is not what I wanted. Someone's lost a purpose in life. That's how it feels. They feel very lost, and they've got no oomph. They've lost hope, faith, power, control. Multiple different ways. And with that Page of Cups, maybe this is a daughter stepping forward, or younger female, it could be. This could just be somebody offering help, advice, guidance, a hug, you know, reassurance, change of energy, just to get you out and about as well, because that is travel, that is movement, that is moving. Some of you could just be literally lazing around, sitting around, because you've just got no energy anymore. King of Wands, it's all about the action. What did I say? You've got to take control of this. You've got to deal with this situation. It's dragging you down, whatever it is. And you're going around in circles with this. And, you know, some of you could be really stuck in a karmic cycle, maybe even a karmic part of the tie in some kind of way, shape or form here as well. But there's an opposite here. Maybe, yeah, sometimes opposites attract, don't they? For you to work through the drama, the chaos, to work on something within, learn some lessons here. Some of you are not learning some lessons. Some of you are staying stuck in that stagnant cycle, and that was not easy for me to say. I tell you, I had to think about that one. But and this is why your head's in the cloud a little bit, and this is why you've lost control, or you feel like there's lack of control, and you don't know what you want, you don't know where you're going. But with that King of Wands, this is taking charge. This is, you know, just taking those steps towards breaking that cycle and stepping back into your power, because that king usually has a lot of power within them to be able to do what they want, or head where they go, or make those choices and decisions for themselves. But I just feel with that Emperor, you've lost faith or hope. Another wand. Page of Wands. So, you know, you could be thinking about a new direction. You could be thinking that you want this, that, or the other. You could be thinking, because I'm not seeing action, even though these are action cards, I'm not seeing that action take place at all. It feels so stagnant and blocked. It's crazy. Someone's lost their fire. They've lost their fire. They've lost their passion. They've lost their sense of direction, and I don't know which way to go. And look at that. Yeah, it's causing depression here as well. Low moods, depression, anxiety, certainly tears that I'm picking up on here as well. There could also be multiple body issues here as well, you know, health issues. Whoever this is feels really bogged down, had enough, you know. It's yeah. It's really hard for them to get motivated or to get up in the mornings or to literally see the light in this situation or to see the positives or to turn things around for themselves here. You know, no matter how hard they try, they just end up getting shoved back down to ground zero. So with the Emperor, we've got justice here. So again, it's all about that balance and getting that balance right between head and heart as well. Making those conscious choices and decisions. And the Justice card is also about that karmic cycle, yet again. But it also shows you that the universe is by your side here. They're giving you some kind of insight, power, wisdom, or knowledge to help you make conscious choices and decisions here and not to remain stagnant anymore. They're trying to bring in that balance and maybe show you that light. And sometimes when the truth comes through, and maybe you know the truth does hurt sometimes. Okay, so by what you're going through, it's literally a case of realizing your inner truth here to bring back that balance, to be able to take those steps, to be able to take back that control, to do something now instead of staying put, staying stagnant. Because if you don't change things now, then things are going to get that heavier for you. Things are not going to flow in your life. You'll get multiple blocks and feel even more stagnant than what you are right now. So with the Page of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, let's see what this is. I don't know if you're dealing with someone that's very opposite you. You're at that crossroads. You are at that crossroads. Which way do I go? What do I do? How do I do it? You're kind of scared as well, and there's a lot of fear that you're holding within in being able to move forward or make conscious choices and decisions. Maybe there's other people's opinions getting in the way as well, but you're feeling very trapped. Very trapped. There's certainly, you're not trusting your intuition here. And this is why, again, you're sitting down. So you're very conflicted. And maybe you make up your mind one day and change it the next, that kind of feeling. So it's very kind of, you're sending out mixed messages to yourself, but also to the universe as well. You know, so this is where that King of Wands comes in and asks you to take control of your life, to take those steps that you need to bring back your fire, bring back your passion. I'm also noticing a pain over the left eye here. So I don't know whether that's stress related that I'm really picking up on, but it really hurts. It's a very, very sharp pain. But I am seeing tears. Even if it's not external tears, the emotions are all over the place within. So with that King of Wands, we've got the Hanged Man. Yeah, staying put, staying stagnant, not moving. I think, to be fair, patience is not on your mind at the moment. I think that some of you are losing patience in your whole situation. I think this is getting angry now. I think there's anger around. But again, that intuition is really kicking in. If you look, you know, the intuition is kicking in. You're not stuck. That's the whole point. You are not physically stuck. You're not physically tied up here with rope around your hands or chained to whatever. You're not. It's just in your mind. And there's freedom by taking steps, by taking action to step away from this kind of energy or to deal with it. And I think that you've got to look at things from your point of view rather than the situation or whoever you're dealing with, because at the moment you're hurting yourself in the process and nothing's changing because of it. So I do feel that intuition has really kicked in, and maybe, yeah, because of the lack of faith and the lack of hope and the lack of everything that you're feeling right now, you don't know what to do. You don't know where to go. You don't know how to do it, and you don't know. You're feeling very lost. Very lost. Now with the Page of Wands, we've got the World card. So there is a new beginning there for you. And again, there is completion of a cycle here. And for some, there could be end of some form of contract, like we say, once taking some moves, taking steps in that new direction, once facing up to whatever you're going through here. There is a sense of freedom, because if you look, if I turn that the other way, this is you standing up, you know. So I do feel once you take steps towards that new pathway, making that conscious choice and decision to focus on you and focus on what you want and taking those steps towards that new pathway, then you will break that cycle. For some of you, it's breaking contracts. It could be breaking up in relationships, could be a marriage involved here as well. Some of you could be moving home, changing location in some kind of way. Could be end of contract with this karmic cycle, the karmic ties, karmic people. It could be career based, but this is also, you know, like I say, the end of something, but also the beginning stages of something better for you. But this is also you learning a lot of lessons in the process as well, and regaining that balance. I do need to say that at the moment everything's kind of like up in the air, and you're feeling rock bottom with that Ten of Swords, you know. And some of you may be, you know, just scrolling here as well, scrolling on your phone, your computers, your devices, whatever it may be. And it's some form of distraction for you, but it's not helping you to face a few of those problems. I just feel like you're turning and searching for the answers, maybe even researching a little bit here as well. Could be. So with the Ten of Swords, we've got the Four of Swords, yeah. So there's even lack of sleep and you're tired now. You are really tired in this situation, and it's heavy and it's causing headaches and nightmares. And I just feel like you're worn out. You're worn out. So there is certainly a need to take a rest, to take a break, to free yourself from this prison cell that you're in right now, because it's just really bringing your health down. It could be, you could be physically in bed this week due to health issues, maybe a cold, whatever, but it's still energy imbalance within you for whatever you're going through. So, you know, I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but I'm just saying you've got to look after yourselves. You really have. It's really important. And a lot of people are afraid of speaking up, through dealing with other people, facing their fears and changing things or altering things. But there's no growth by staying stagnant in the same situation. You're just bringing your energy down completely, and you're sacrificing your own happiness here, because I'm not seeing any happiness. I'm just seeing heaviness here. I really am. So it certainly needs to be dealt with. It really does. And this is the choices and decisions you've got to make this week. It really is. So let's see what those, the Healing with the Angels say as a final message for you guys. Let's see. What do we have? I know it's hard to say and hard to do, but I just keep hearing it's time to pull yourself together now. It's time to stand up on your own 2 feet and take charge of this yourself. No one else can help you here. You've got to do this for you. And I don't know who that's for, but please don't take that the wrong way, because I know when you're in that low state of mind, it's not the easiest thing to do. It's really not. But if you can just see that glimmer of hope, that light at the end of the tunnel, which is there, and you are being guided, but you've just got to trust your gut. You've got to also bring out your inner child here, because I just feel like it's so heavy and it's so stressful around you. There may be 3 children involved with whoever we're connecting with here as well, who's going to kind of lighten things up for you a little bit or give you that sense of direction. We've also got Archangel Michael coming in to help you to break or cut cords or negativity from your life as well. So just know that, you know, when you are really struggling, to call on Archangel Michael to help you do that as well. He is around. It's come through in the energy today, but you know, he's also coming through to lighten the load for you as well. But keep manifesting. It's coming. You've got a wish fulfillment coming for you. And although you're in the darkness at the moment, there is light also that's coming through with that freedom, I want to say, more than anything. Look at that on the bottom of the deck as well. Answer prayers. So they are there. They're guiding you. They're looking after you. You've just got to regain that focus, okay? Like I say, and it's not always easy, but you will get there. You will do it as long as you really trust your gut and you take that action. Okay, so I'm going to leave that with you guys. I really hope that helps you and I hope that makes sense. But please like, share, comment, subscribe. I really do appreciate that. And I will see you again soon. Take care.